my zesty lemons. It is I, Lee. Thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. So this reading I'm very excited for because this is going to be in dedication to my favorite K-pop group, and it is the one and only BTS. These members mean so much to me, and I know that those that are watching this video feel the exact same way. So the question that I would like to ask is, what is it about BTS? What is it about RM? What is it about Jin? What is it about Yoon-gi? What is it about, hold on. What is it about Yoon-gi, Hobie, Tae-hyung, Jimin, and Jung-kook? What is it about them that makes them... I can't even fathom the idea. I have never felt tongue-tied when it came to trying to express my love for someone. So I'm pretty confident that y'all feel the same way. They are amazing human beings, and I don't believe that they're from this earth. I believe that they are star seeds. But I want to know, what is it about BTS that makes them such a phenomenon? Like, what is their sole purpose? What are their goals? You know, like, what makes us attracted to them? It's like, there's so many questions that I can ask. But I want to know from the universe's standpoint. So I guess the best way to ask this question is, okay, so this would be a collective reading because I'm a part of this too. So sweet universe, what was the reason you introduced BTS to us? So let's go there. What was the reason why you introduced BTS to us? Let's go ahead and start shuffling. What is it about BTS? What was your reason for introducing BTS to us? I feel like I need to stop there. Now we're going to go ahead and cut the deck. So while I'm, I guess, trying to pull energy, who are your biases? When did you become ARMY? And do we know each other? Because I know I follow some on Twitter. Feel it really strong here, but I also feel it strong here. It's stronger here. Okay. Okay, so the first card we have is the Sun. Oops. The next card is Direction. I got tongue-tied for a second. The next card out is Surrender. And the bottom of the deck is Adversity. Alright. Sorry if you were unable to see these cards. I'm trying to keep my feet and everything up out of here because I'm barefoot, but whatever. Guess it don't matter just as long as I'm comfortable, right? Okay, there we go. So we have the sun. I feel that the universe wanted to illuminate the darkness for a lot of us. Wanted to highlight our days and give us something to smile about. There are individuals that I believe that would not have made it. They would not be here today if BTS did not intervene. I believe that the universe knew that there were chosen individuals that needed guidance. And I also feel that with direction, like I said, they needed guidance and they needed a sense of direction. And so the universe placed BTS before us. I can guarantee you, a lot of you that are ARMY can attest to the fact that you didn't know where the hell you were going until BTS came your way. If this is true, I would like for you to drop a purple a purple heart in the comment section. I feel that a lot of us were surrounded by narcissistic, closed-minded individuals. There are a lot of Cinderellas out there in the world that was exercising their passion for the selfishness of others. Those that did not want to see you as someone that has true potential of being loved. They wanted all that for themselves, so they wanted you to build them up. They wanted you to focus on everything that they had going on. They didn't want you to have time for yourself. But the universe had a different plan for you. I also heard the saying that it always starts with, oh, I just wanted to know their name. Think about the situation that you were in at that time. Some of you might have a different story. You may just so happen to have listened to one of their songs and added them onto your list of groups to listen to. And that's cool. But for some of you, that was really in a dark place in your life. When you were about to, surrender. Something happened and suddenly your focus shifted to BTS. I also see surrender as a way of the universe saying that it was time for you to surrender to it by paying attention to the messages and learning to embrace things about yourself. It's time for a change. It was definitely time for a change. A lot of us was followed, not followed, but a lot of us was introduced to BTS because we were facing adversity. And it was time to be set free. It was time for us to find our true soul tribe. It was time for us to love ourselves. I'm trying not to cry because throughout this reading, I haven't even started yet, and I can feel the love surging through this. Even with my own testimony. These individuals don't know anything about me, but for whatever reason, I feel like they do. You know, like, I believe that they know about me. I believe that they know about you. I believe that we are all connected. That's why I brought up my friend Mariel, because she had a point when she brought up the fact that we were considered the Earth and they were considered the 7 planets. And okay, let me get focused on what I'm supposed to do. So let's continue to carry out this reading. I'm getting choked up over here. The love that they have for us it's so amazing. They give us agape love. And I think that the reason why they experience so much criticism is simply because of the fact that they aren't understood. When I think about Jesus Christ, and Jesus came down and he was letting people know, hey, you don't have to be this particular way just because these individuals say that you can. Don't you realize that they're setting you up for failure when you could just go ahead and just do this and this and this? And they didn't like that. They did not like the fact that somebody was coming and turning their rules and regulations upside down. And that's how I feel that it is for some of us. Those that don't understand why we are attached to BTS always have something to say. Always trying to discourage us and make us feel ashamed. But we don't give up, do we? We continue to fight for them and to be by their side because we know better. Spiritually, we know better. So it's only natural for them to try to defame them and talk smack about them. They are intimidated. They can sense that energy. They know that there is something powerful about them. They can't stand it. And I love to see it. Oh, I love to see it. All right. Do I have I feel like I have a card in here that does not belong. I guess not. Okay. Well, I went on ahead and I shuffled, so let's go ahead and cut the deck. I think I feel it here. Alright, so the first card out we had, and I don't know if you saw that, but it is the King of Wands. I feel that the King of Wands is, well, it's interesting because we have the sun here. And this could represent a Leo because of the lion. I don't know if you saw that right there. But I feel that the sun is naturally the ruler. He is the one that provides light in order for things to thrive. Without the sun and its light and warmth, a lot of things would not survive. Of course, naturally we would need water, but it starts with fire, okay? I see the King of Wands as a leader. And that's exactly what they are. They are natural born leaders. And sometimes I think that they are a little shocked themselves as far as how far they have come. Some individuals will try to make fun and say, oh, you guys are a cult. No, there's nothing cultish about us. We are a true galactic family. We are a soul tribe. And we are slowly but surely making our way to one another. Direction. And we have the Ten of Wands here. There are a lot of individuals, including myself, that have a lot on their plate. And somehow, some way, BTS has a way of getting us to sit still, despite how busy our lives are. Whether you are in school, or you are a mother or a father, whatever the case may be, they always have a way to stop you from focusing on all of the burdens and all the stress. And they guide us to a different direction. Not necessarily a detour, but it's more like a stop and smell the roses type vibe. Yes, you have responsibilities. We all have responsibilities. But I want you to also take time to focus on yourself. You're carrying so much baggage here. Don't your shoulders hurt? I want you to sit down for a second, and I want you to listen to my story. And then I want these words to resonate through you. What can you learn from my burdens? And I feel that that was their purpose. Yeah, sure, they started out hardcore, but hip hop is a lesson within a lesson within itself. Telling you stories about the hood and everything else that goes on. But I feel that their music today was to lead you on a different path and to also encourage you to understand that they will never leave your side. They will always be the light to guide you. They will be right there to protect you. And I feel that anyone that is spiritually connected can sense this energy. You don't have to be side by side to know that they truly love you. So we have surrender. We have the Ace of Wands here. I feel that with the Ace of Wands, this is saying it's time for you to surrender and give in to all of your creative endeavors. We've seen BTS do a lot of things on Run BTS. Somehow, some way, they have inspired us to want to become better. And so I feel that that's what surrender is about. It is about surrendering to this urge to being your best self. Letting that fire ignite within you. Now I want to take a look at the booklet just to make sure. Excuse me. Let's see, what number is that? That's number 46. Okay, it says, when the answers cannot be found, I surrender so that they may listen to... I'm sorry. Remember, I had a stroke, so I might, mess up my words. But it says, when the answers cannot be found, I surrender so that I may listen to the answers that resides in stillness. Okay, so when you want to do what you want, your stubbornness can cause you to invest in yourself in situations that will never come to fruition. So, do I refuse to let go because I believe that I am not worthy of something better? Do my obsessions create an energetic static that might cloud my intuition? Why am I not surrendering to the tide of energetic movement? Okay. So, like I said, I kind of feel like that resonates. So, actually it does resonate. Surrendering and being your best self. Give into those prompts. Those ideas that you've always set aside because you didn't think that you were good enough. You have somebody right here, 7 of them to be exact, that are rooting for you, that believe in you. And think about it. Think about some of the things that you're doing right now. There are a lot of individuals that are traveling, that never thought about traveling. We have YouTubers reacting and just being their best selves. Men on top of it. Allowing themselves to enjoy something. Not everything has to be based on gender. And I love that. They're teaching men to not be, what is it I'm trying to say? To be more open to their feminine side and to not fall for the toxic masculinity. I love that they are breaking barriers within ourselves. And the funny thing is that they're not even doing anything. But it is the examples that they lead by that at least we are perceiving when we see them. They're leading by example, and we naturally want to follow suit. The next card out with adversity. Look at this. And it's funny that she brought up the universe, or that we are the earth. This is the Empress card, okay? The reason why I believe that we are considered the world, if you will, or the globe, is because we are literally the embodiment of the future. And when we lead by example, our children and our children's children and our children's children's children will continue to carry on the torch that BTS has provided for us. Notice how there is a torch lighting up the way. And this is under direction. She has a flame representing her third eye, or even just the passion within her. The Empress waits for no one. she has a world to nurture. You're either gonna follow suit. It's not even a tyrant type of a energy. It is what it is. She loves herself enough to know, like, look, you're not gonna waste my time. If you're in, you're in. If you're not, please move. I have a universe to take care of. I am pregnant with so much potential here, which is you, the army. I also feel, I love that the song Moon. I think of Jin often watching over us. They're just, I can't get over how amazing they are. All right, so let's keep going. I think I might do a reading on top of this that will explain why BTS needs us. Give it a really good shuffle here. I don't intend to, I didn't want to have this video too long, but I love them. I think I could spend all my days talking about BTS, but I will try not to make this so long. It's just that whenever I talk about them, the passion runs through me. I owe them so much. Y'all didn't know this, but when I had my stroke, and I know this is going to sound bad, but literally the first people that I remembered and thought was BTS. And then Bruno Mars. I don't know why those two were, you know, BTS and Bruno were the first ones when I should have been focusing on my children and things like that. But that was the first thoughts that I had on my process of trying to remember. But BTS was absolutely the first. And, ooh, I'm trying not to cry. I thank them for allowing me to, I thank them for being the first thought that allowed me to start remembering. Does that make sense? Okay, let me stop because I'm so emotional. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles. When I see the Knight of Pentacles, this to me represents a slow-paced situation. And I love this because it lets you know that they aren't going anywhere. It's almost like they believe in you so much that they're not going to get bored with the idea of knowing that you're going to reach them one way or another. And when I see this pentacle, this is, I don't know what this reward is. For some of you, you might have the opportunity of talking to them one day. I know it may be hard right now, but It could be through Weverse. It could be through VLive. You just don't know. But I also see this as like that's their end game. Their end game is to basically see that you are taken care of. And they're not going to go anywhere. I love the fact that even if you feel like you've learned everything that you could learn from them, they're still going to be right there. I love that. This right here represents the wish come true card. For a lot of us, they are a dream come true. They display, and I'm not trying to knock the men, but I'm going to knock them because I feel that some of them can learn a thing or two from BTS. Anybody who's watching this, I got a problem with what I said, you don't have to listen to this reading. I said what I said. But the way that they represent themselves, come on now, presidential ambassadors. Okay, look, our babies was just in the White House, okay, talking about trying to find ways to not find ways, but basically to acknowledge that Asian hate and discrimination above all is very real and that it must be stopped. There are a lot of individuals out here that are very good looking that could care less about the next person regardless of their ethnicity. The love that they have for children, they're so patient. They work with their hands. These are hard-working men, and they're so humble. One second, something was going on with my kids. Be right back. I apologize for that. One of my children was pinching someone, and I had to put a stop to that. So, as I was saying, the way that they're good with children and so patient with one another. I mean, I know that as brothers, let's face it, we could get on one another's nerves. But just the way that they handle situations, like, and how humble they are, I think that's what I was talking about before I had to click off real quick. But you wouldn't think the way that they would fight over ramen in comparison to a lobster meal or whatnot. They wouldn't even think twice about that lobster meal. They would go straight for it. I love that about them. They're just pure at heart. Like, what? Okay. All right. So we have the Devil card. Now, don't get freaked out. What I feel that this is representing, this, they promote carnal desires. They know that they have women and men that lust after them. Younger girls too, even though we're not going to talk about that because I'm not encouraging that. But they know that they have sex appeal. But that's not what they're all about. So they are aware that they will taunt you in that way. But most importantly, I feel that they allow you to, on your own accord, that is, to feel whatever you feel for them. They can't stop you. But I also feel that the Devil card represents releasing of bondage. Anytime you feel that you're incapable of doing something out of fear, something about BTS is going to inspire you to want to do it. Because for some reason we believe that there's somewhere watching, waiting to reward us. I knew I was going to see this card. This is the High Priestess. They are very intuitively gifted. I don't care what no one says. Like I said before, I believe that they are spiritual beings. This lets me know right off bat that they are. I don't believe that they write songs just to sound good. Telepathy, serendipity, magic shop, moonchild. I can't pronounce the other one. I'm just gonna hum it. Da 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 oh oh oh, like that song. And then My Universe, just to name a few. There's something about that whole thing. Moon, shadow. That's what that represents too. Being able to face your fears. Just being your best self. They bring that out of you. They bring the best out of you. You gave me the best of me, so you give you the best of you. Or something like that. Like, so show me, I'll show you. All right. And then after this, we're going to wrap this up. And then I'm going to follow up with why BTS needs us. But first, I would like to see how this video does. Please don't leave me hanging on this, because I'm doing this afraid, as a matter of fact. I don't know why. It's funny because something kept telling me, do a reading, do a reading, do a reading. But I was like, no, because I don't want them to think that I'm trying to intrude in their lives, but I'm not, you know, at all. I was scared of what everybody else was going to think, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to do it anyways. I'm glad that I did, because I feel like this is a true dedication to them. Like, BTS are amazing. And whether they fall in love with us or someone else, I wish them the utmost happiness, because they deserve it. Honestly, I think if there's anything that I would ever want, it is to tell them just how much they really mean to me. And the best way possible, because I know I will probably do a lot of crying and things like that. So down below in the comment section, if you have the opportunity to meet BTS, what would you say to them? I would like to know. What is it about BTS? Why did the universe bring BTS our way? I think we've covered a lot. That's very strong right there. We have the Ten of Pentacles. With this, I feel that like I said before, this is a family, and their how can I put this? Their traditions have been adopted by us, and we are learning to pass them on, like I said before. I also see this as feeling energetically and spiritually, emotionally blessed in all ways. I think sometimes scratching off a winning lotto ticket, excuse me, I think that it would pacify some things, but to have the love of BTS and other army surrounding us is better. Like, I feel like that's where the true abundance is. That's where it is. I hope that makes sense. But all the energy and I just can't explain it. Like, it's so hard, but I just see family. This is family, family, family. You belong to them. You are a part of them. Tae-hyung said that, and you know what? That was exactly what got me. I have never heard of an artist that said that we belong to them. And the way that he said it with such conviction, I knew right then and there that I was in the right place. We have the Six of Swords because of the new direction that we have been placed in, or should I say, a new point of view. I feel that this represents transitioning. So a lot of us are sailing away from what was and truly experiencing the beauty of paradise. The song that they seem to reluctantly like they don't acknowledge it as much, but yes, this is moving away from the things that tore you down and then emerging into a different, a newer version of you. This is why they were meant to be in your lives. We have the Four of Pentacles here. This is to teach you. They was brought to your life to teach you to protect yourself. Love yourself in ways that you will be able to protect your energy. Don't allow people to take advantage of you. They wish that you could, I don't know why I feel like I need to say this. They are still baffled by how much money you're willing to spend on them. They kind of wish that we could do better on that, but at the same time, they appreciate us so much for it. Just as long as you're taking care of you. And then we have the Knight of Swords. And I feel that with the Knight of Swords, they want you to charge through life, grab life by its horns, and let it know who's boss. Don't let life run you. You run it at the end of the day. And understand that there are ways to get what you want in life. You do not have to overwhelm anyone. You don't have to bully anyone to get your way. That's not how they do things. And they have went through a lot. But by focusing on things that they needed to focus on, they showed their naysayers that they were more than what they were trying to label them as. Yeah, so what? I have eyeliner on. I could pull your wife and everybody else with it if I really wanted to, without even saying that to them, you know? So I feel like that was, you know, the overall energy is, at the end of the day, grab life by the horns. Like I said, their sole purpose is for you to take control of your life. And they're going to show you how. But first, it starts with you realizing that you are not a victim of your circumstances. That your circumstances just so happen to be there. You had to grow through those circumstances to become what you're meant to be in this lifetime. And they are going to see that you will make it. You will make it through. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to end this with some final messages of encouragement. Move this out the way. If this was BTS speaking to us right now, oh, there's a, put that away. Okay. If BTS was speaking to us right now, what form of encouragement, well, not form of encouragement, but what would they say to us through these cards? What would they say? First thing I heard was, give yourself more credit. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. So that was a freebie, I guess. I feel it here. All right, so the first card we have, assert your authentic needs. And it says, in a kind and confident tone, speak your needs rather than hiding them. Empower yourself by being authentic. That is one thing that they would love to say to us. Energize yourself with earthing or non-juning. You never know. It says, walk barefoot or stretch out in some grass. Put your hands on the soil and hold a stone, or hold a stone. Let the earth restore your strength and ground you. Practice humility. And it says, approach life humbly. No one is better than the other. Keep your ego in check. Humility is the practice of being simple and valuing simple things. And that's so BTS, because like I said, it's so funny how they will they will throw down on a pack of ramen before they will even look twice at a lobster dinner. Like, I love that about them. I remember seeing pictures of Jimin, I mean, sleeping his little ass off on a mattress, and someone was making fun of it. So what? It's just a mattress, you know what I mean? He's comfortable, he's in a safe environment. That's all that matters to him. And it says to identify your emotional triggers. And it says, we absorb the emotions of others that remain unhealed in ourselves. Notice your triggers, such as anger and fear, and gently begin to heal them. Okay? And one more for the record. Breathe. It says, breath is sacred. To replenish yourself, excuse me, slowly inhale. Wellness and clarity. I think I'm reading this wrong. Hold on. To replenish yourself, slowly inhale. Wellness and clarity to a count of 6. Then exhale stress to a count of 6. Would have been awesome if it was 7, right? But I feel that overall is the purpose as to why BTS was brought into our lives. I believe that we are a selected bunch. And one thing I want to say is you don't have to explain why you feel the way that you feel about these members. If anyone in your family wants to join along, then let them on their own time. But you are the chosen one at the end of the day. So I feel like you need to focus on what BTS is wanting you to learn about yourself, okay? So if this resonates with you, please leave a like, tell your friends about me, subscribe, comment down below. I would love to get to know you all. And remember this, when life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. Take care, everyone. Borahae. Bye.